How are we doing, future Joshua? God, this doesn't look good, does it? We got the plague. I forgot that we left this off. With the plague just infecting us. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, started within 5 minutes. That's good. Hello friends, hello. I hope you've had a wonderful day today. I hope everything has been exactly awesome. If it hasn't though, that's okay too. On the plus side, it's basically tomorrow, no matter where you are in the world. Or at least it will be by the time we finish tonight. So we get a brand new day tomorrow. Hopefully it's a bit better. We are back here in Crusader Kings 3, which I have played a little bit of, like 3 years ago. And I recently thought, oh, that was a good game. And now there's loads of different DLC, so it's a bit more varied. It doesn't get quite so stale. So we got all the DLC and we've started, the title is not a clickbait. We are literally a 11-year-old child with no parents or family or anything. And we have one castle to our name. My end goal, I've kind of made like my ancestor DNA-wise. So he's Viking of a Viking origin, but we have the only single county here in what we will hopefully turn into Normandy. We're going to try and form the Normans, and then we're going to try and invade England and basically do what William the Conqueror did. And take over and then form English, because to form the English culture, right now it's Anglo-Saxons. The year is 875. So right now it's King Alfred and the Anglos. So that's kind of Germanic, right? From my vague understanding of anthropology. So if they just progressed forever, that would be, I think, what ends up being Harold Godwinson, right? King of the Anglo-Saxons, who faced off against Harold Hardrada, was that his name? The Viking invader, and William the Conqueror, the Norman invader. In history, William the Conqueror won and the other two died, and it became Norman. We have no idea. History, as soon as this game started in, I think it was 867, right? That's the earliest start. As soon as that happens, we're into like a parallel universe. Because at that point, anyone can die, anyone can be killed or assassinated or take over a completely different area, marry different people. I think they still marry the same people, actually. If we have a look here, is he married to Elswith? Yeah, okay. So I guess they probably still marry the same people. But, I mean, William the Conqueror, that's 1066, so we're talking like over 150 years in the future. History will definitely have diverged by that point. On the plus side, the one thing that we have going for us, strategy-wise, is not the fact that the plague is right here, French flux. It's that I knew that this dude's uncle, not him. Where's the uncle? Ethelred, I want to say. But we gotta. Oh, crumbs. Right, it was King Alfred the Great. It was his uncle. So it's either gonna be, it's not the mum, so it's got to be the dad. So his brother, right? Or was it him? No. Anyway, King Alfred's uncle was King of Wessex, and Dorset and Somerset here were controlled, only those two, by a chap called, I think was he Count Alfred at that point? But when Ethelred, the uncle, died, rather than go to, and I'm such a nerd about this stuff. It's the one bit of history I kind of know a bit about. Rather than pass to his son, which is what usually happens, right? It instead went to, was it his brother? Oh God, I'm getting confused now. I think it was, right, that's King Alfred, Ethelbald, Ethelbert, Ethelred. Yeah, was it him? Okay. So rather than pass to Ethelred's son, I guess maybe he didn't have a child in this alternate timeline. It instead went to, I've confused myself. I can't remember whether it was his uncle or something, but this Alfred fella, who was super cool dude. Like, the year is 867, right? Or 75 now. And we don't know, there's no way of us knowing this, but this dude has a load of chronic illnesses, and he is kind of, I don't want to say frail, but he is an intellectual. He's a nerd, basically. He's really into, like, diplomacy and law and planning and all that kind of stuff, whereas the guy before was your standard, like, medieval king, very military focused. So this is sort of like an awesome dude right now, which is reflected by his stats and the fact that he has the genius trait, intelligent trait. And because I knew that history was going to mean that he eventually takes over and will eventually take over all of these as well, we managed to persuade him to be the guardian, so like the tutor, of this random 3-year-old child from somewhere across the channel, like some dude who had no money, no land, nothing. We've literally started with the worst possible hand, but the only thing going for us is the fact that now the King of Wessex is our guardian. So he is teaching us, he is educating us, he's looking after us, and most importantly, he is getting kind of chummy with us. So my plan is to, I don't know if he's down for it yet. He's got 3 sons, I think, right now. Swithelm, Osbert, oh no, that's the daughter. Occitel of Berkshire, and Einhir. Very, very strange names. But he has a daughter. So my plan is to, I mean, she's nothing special. Right, we have to be very unethical and immoral when we play this game. We can't think too much about what we're doing because it very quickly gets very, very dark. When I say that she's nothing special, she has no fancy genetic trait, is the main thing. Or any good traits, actually. But she is the child of someone who will become, arguably, the most powerful person in Western Europe. Which means that if we have children, they will gain a claim to all of these lands. I think that's the way it works. And also, once we are betrothed, we're then in an official alliance. That's the only way right now that we're going to get any kind of alliance going on. And it does mean that we could potentially get dragged into a war with people way, way, way above us. It could also mean that we end up against, if they turn their eyes across the channel, we could end up in some kind of war against the people right on our doorstep. Not great. But I think our only chance right now is to get a big buddy, right? We're a child with a single castle and barely any troops. We have no influence or anything. And right next to us is this dude who owns everything here. So he, I imagine, is looking quite jealously at our single castle because it's the one thing stopping him from owning all of northern France. So I think before we go too much further, I think we should probably set that going. Would be my guess. It's not ideal because, like I said, she doesn't have any genetic traits. She doesn't have any... She by herself is completely unremarkable. It's just purely the claims that our children will get. Which, again, we are an 11-year-old child. We're talking in the future. But we kind of have to play this. I don't know how you play chess. I never learned how to play chess. But we have to kind of play several moves in advance. And because this game goes on... I mean, our character right now is 11. He could die and, get in an accident or struck by lightning or anything. All sorts can happen in this. That's what makes it fun. It, to me, is... I've never played D&D, but it's like the closest you can get to D&D. And we... Yeah, I don't want to get... I want to leave... Because if we cancel the betrothal, then pretty fairly, I guess, the person, the other parent, whoever they might be, they get super pissed, which kind of ruins our whole plan. So, and also she at some point could get... Alfred could broker a peace with Christ... Francia, he could marry the daughter into the Vikings that are up here in the what's it called? I can't think of what the name is for the, at this time when there was like a Viking section of England. What's that? That's gonna bug me. Hang on. The Dane Law. That's it. So, yeah, I guess if you're not from here, you maybe don't know the names and stuff. In the same way that if we were playing in Christ anywhere else, I would have no idea. I don't know in the Safarid Empire what the individual. I don't know these places. So I'm sure all these names change and evolve. Right now, what's known here as Jorvik. That's when the Vikings invaded, and they kept invading over and over. They invaded Scotland, they invaded Ireland, they invaded England, they invaded Wales. Like they invaded Normandy and France, everywhere. At some point, I think it was King Alfred said, like, to buy some time, okay, you can have what is now known as York and all this area, and it's yours, but you can't come south. Eventually that got broken, and then shit really kicked off. But that's kind of what I'm hoping we don't get roped into by our potential alliance here. We definitely do not want to declare war for about a million different reasons. I don't think the Pope is going to excommunicate him on our desire. How do we... Here we go. Arrange marriage. Well, we don't have... We're talking about us. Yeah. So we will... Hopefully... Will he accept? Oh, yeah, result. So we are going to come off of this so much better off. We're going to have 300 renown, which is like, I don't know what other word to use. It's like the power of your crown, right? How much influence you have, how renowned you are, that kind of thing. And they get none, because obviously we're some solitary person of no background, with no famous family, with a single castle. And the most important thing is going to be this. We get an alliance with someone with basically 2,000 troops, which is insane. And I'm pretty sure that is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as he starts expanding north. The only issue with that is, like I said, we will probably get roped into it. And we, on our own, won't have a chance. We'll see. But I think for right now, we gotta do this. So I guess Jeshua, I called him Jeshua. That's what I go for in like a medieval game if I'm doing like a self-insert. But there's no logic to it really. I was like, well, my name's Joshua. How can we make it a bit like ye oldie English? Change one of the letters, I guess. But it's a habit I have now, so... okay, well, we're not going to offer a grand fancy wedding if he doesn't need one, because we cannot afford that. 280 gold. Yeah, we do not have that much. Yeah, I guess let's get married. It's that simple. In the year 875, it is that simple. Right. That's arguably the biggest decision that we've had so far. How is our council doing? So from what I remember, this dude's good, but he's about to die. Yeah, he's infirm. Fortunato is not fit for much except waiting for death to claim him. Damn. So things maybe aren't looking so good for Fortunato. I should maybe have said not looking very fortunate. That would have been good. We got Eves. Eves, I'm pretty sure, is a spy because he popped out of nowhere. We didn't hire him or anything, but he has the highest diplomacy score. And I did not know that he's got lover's pox. That, I think, is something new. I definitely did not notice that before. And he's 16 diplomacy, which is decent. We've got Prisnek, who's our marshal, our military man, who's, again, pretty decent. Ermengarde is the real catch, though, our spy master. She also has lover's pox. I wonder if... Did she give lover's pox to Eves? Or did Eves give it to... It's a bit weird that they both have it. And neither of their wedded partners do. Something a bit funky is going on there, I reckon. Right, we have a excellent wet nurse, excellent court tutor, which is important because we're a child. All these other things, no bloody way can we afford this. Master of the horse. Yeah, we can't afford that shit. That's like all our income for a horse guy. Right now we are kind of limited though, because we are still a child, so a lot of the scheming and the plotting we can't do yet. To the serene Jeshua, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. You will be betrothed to my daughter Osber. Signed, Petty King Alfred of Wessex. Result, and just like that, we suddenly became important. Oh, that's not good. That looks like the bloody plague thing, doesn't it? Shit, that's not good. That's definitely darker over there. Oh yeah, it's the bloody temple guy. The bishop brought the plague to us. 87.5% chance of contracting it. Bloody hell. Is there anything we can do? I know we've currently got our physician set to like focus on the plague. I guess we could do one of these. Isolate capital or enter seclusion. I mean, isolate capital, I guess. Is it going to cost anything? It costs... What is that? Is that legitimacy? Yeah. So where do we see how much legitimacy we have? Realm? Would it be in realm? Domain? No. Not seeing anything there. How do we... What am I missing? Legitimacy. Would it be in the house bit? No. What about power sharing? No. What about... Titles? Nope. It wouldn't be in culture or faith. Barbershop, not really what we're looking for. Where do we... Hang on. Where to see legitimacy CK3? Viewed on the character profile screen, shortcut C. What about for us lowly console folks? What about if we go... Is it in the character bit, maybe? Here we go. Okay, I found it. Didn't need to look it up. Okay. So we've not even been going for 10 years, so yeah, short reign. We're a recognised win. It's not as bad as it was. Right. Well, we've buddied up with King Alfred the Great now. I mean, I don't know if he is... I think right now he's just King Alfred. But that is awesome. That's not so awesome. Kind of feel like if we're a recognised ruler, we can... I'd rather lose a bit of legitimacy than, like, everyone died to the plague. So probably go for that and hope that does the trick. Oh, shit. An increase in spread of the disease. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I mean, it's not amazing, but I don't think we kill the dude. You are forgiven. Means he likes us a bit more. I mean, that doesn't look... Major epidemic prevention botched. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Right. We are back. We are back. I rubbed up against my arm, and my finger touched one of my scars, and I was like, that feels a bit different to normal. But no, I think it's normal. Yeah. Very strange. Okay. Right. I mean, we did all know the risks, to be fair, and it's not necessarily the dude's fault. I don't... having a chastised physician doesn't necessarily sound like a great thing. So let's forgive him. Everyone makes mistakes. Yours just happened to lead to the plague being introduced to our castle. French flux spreads. The barony of Olivet. Don't know where that is. Please say that's not us. I don't think that... I mean, the good thing about only having a single castle, pretty sure we can keep track of it. Yeah, that's not us. Okay. Right. Okay, so hang on, we've got time advancing here. So what can we do now? I mean, we could... Oh, that's something we haven't checked. We need to check that all of our courtiers are married. Eves, yeah, I mean, Eves, you are. Eves has the lover's pox. Oh, okay, so his wife does. I can't remember who the other one was. Humbert, our court tutor. Yeah. How about... oh, yeah, that's one of our knights. Margrud. Is that medieval version of Margaret? Yes, she is married. He is married. She is married. Arnold is also married. Bernard. Bernard was our steward, our money man. But then we found Fortunato, who was way better. And it looks like he's dying now as well. So we're going to have a whole bunch of our court die fairly soon. Actually, what am I doing? I'm pretty sure we can filter. Yeah, here we go. Unmarried. So we have to pay to come to our court. No, thank you. That's the bishop. He can't get married. And then it's just kids. So these are... we have to set up someone to train them. I think we're doing that. Gouchard. He's got a tutor. Giselle has a tutor. Yolanda. Yolanda doesn't, and Yolanda is very clever. So we gotta make her into something, and Erard also doesn't. Well, Erard, you are a dude, I think. You're a man dude. So you can be... we'll get you started being a knight, I reckon. Oh, we have to... Who can we get to teach him? Educate child. Oh, we have to do it the other way round, don't we? Right. Shall we go with Prisnek? Gregarious, brave, and honest. They're all pretty good traits. Get you to educate Erard. Perfect. Send proposal. And we need to I mean, Fortunato's going to die. But I think the person with the intelligence trait is a lady, right? So... they can only be the spy master. That's the only council role they can do, unfortunately. Until we become king, and then we can change the gender laws. But for right now, the only female councillor we can have is the spy master. So I guess we should probably go with the Spy Master then. Or we could get her... She could become a doctor. We could go for learning. Don't know if we have anyone that's great at learning, is maybe the only thing. I know our doctor right now, Adrian, we picked him right at the start, so he is not the best. I'm hoping that we have somebody else better. I know it's just Adrian. I mean, we could go for the bishop. Paranoid glutton. Anyone with... Oh, no, there's no one with good... Oh, this is not good. Okay. Well, we could maybe then... Okay, we could say we'll make her a spy master. Gouchard. What's he training to become? Intrigue. Oh no, what we'll do... I know what we're gonna do. Right, we'll get this guy to be a money man. You, my friend, can be a steward. So we could maybe get Fortunato to teach him. Infirm is maybe not the best thing to have, but... oh, no. Educate child. No, that's Yolanda. Do we have to, like, manually remove the child? Again, we're going into immoral territory here. Yeah, take the child away and swap it for a different one. Educate child. Yolanda. Yolanda can be our new spy master eventually. And did we set her education? Yeah, that needs to be that one. There we go. Perfect. And then Fortunato, right? He is then going to teach, for as long as he's still alive, he's going to teach Gouchard. And Gouchard is going to be learning about accounting, I guess. And for as long as Fortunato's alive, he can teach the little dude. There we go. So I should say as well, I've just made me think of it, seeing the autosave thing. We are playing on Iron Man mode, which is the default, and it's also what you have to use to get achievements. And that means that we can't manually save, we can't reload any decisions or outcomes or losses. We just have to roll with. Because I guess the game's all about like those things happening and then you surviving. Which is good, I guess. Everyone still kind of hates us, but at least they don't hate us quite as much. How are we doing night-wise? Okay, we might actually... How long have we been going? I reckon by the time we hit an hour, we should have everything set up. So we got Ongarand. We've got Ongarand, who also has Lover's Pox. Lover's Pox is the plague right now that's sweeping through our castle. Ossatel, he's a pretty good knight. Adrian, see, we didn't have Adrian as, I think we'll force him, because if he dies, we can then get a new court physician. Kuno. Yep, you can be a knight as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we have, this is the army that we started the game with. I'm pretty sure it gives you either 1 or 2 randomized, and then randomized out of all the different types of unit in your culture. Before we become Norman, while we're still with the Norse culture, we should probably get either Huskarls or Varangian veterans, because they are unique to the Norse culture and they are really good infantry. So eventually when we have the money, that would be great. I don't know, I mean, right now, Alfred's not at war, so we could potentially piss somebody off, end up in a war, and then call for his help, which would give us at least another county. Because right now, like, we can only build one more building. That's the one it came with, and we can only build one more. We can't really expand or grow or anything. So our options are, we can get the bishop to fabricate a claim on a county, which we then have to pay for when it's done. It's like 100 gold or something. And then we get an unpressed claim on any county that we choose. So we could, for example, go for Rouen. We could go for Evro. We could go Kent. We could go Aalborg or Viborg. We could go anywhere, but you're then spending quite a lot of money, which we don't have. So I'm trying to think of a way that we could entice somebody to go into war with us, rather than planning and then declaring war. I know that we can get, if we're super into religion on our character and we're really chummy with the Pope, we can get the Pope to, like, write a letter saying, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, he's got a claim. What do we do? I think right now, I think if we were a spy master, if we were an adult that's super into the intrigue tree, then we could do some plot and either assassinate or kidnap a ruler from somewhere and then take him over that way, which I guess would probably be free, but that's, again, way, way, way down the line. I need to say as well, I need to say hello to, I had 2 new YouTube subscribers today. Unfortunately, I don't know either of their names, but if you are watching right now and you happen to be one of those 2, hello. And thank you so, so much. I hope you've had a wonderful day. My day was a little bit more wonderful because of you. So thank you very much. I think, should we maybe start getting the timer going a bit more? Start making some progress. What could we do? I think there's a thing, and it tells us who we can declare war on right now. I think that is the plague gone? Oh no. We could go. I'm pretty sure it's a thing somewhere. Not there. Is it in that one? I don't know. Don't know. And the plague is gone. So how do we, like, tell our people to go back to normal? How do we say, yeah, you don't need to be isolating now? Will it tell us? I don't know. It's definitely not one of those, and it's definitely not one of those, so I don't know. I think maybe we could get that dude. Maturing feelings. I remember fondly all the good times I shared with Gorslin when we were younger. Even if he has now entered the world of adults, he will always be dear to me, even though he never did return my feelings. Oh yeah, because we made our dude buy. For two reasons. One, because I am, so if we're doing a self-insert, makes sense, right? But secondly, and more practically, it means we can seduce anyone. Or, I mean, it means we can try to seduce anyone. Gorslin. Who's that dude? I don't know where he's from. I think he might be the son of that person. Our Duke. Or someone. Who is he? It's not his son. Well, let's say relationships. No. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that guy's gone. We'll never see him again. Is that right? We can search somewhere. Here we go. So I'm very curious as to who that dude actually is. Well, it was Gorslin, right? Shit. Was it Gorslin? Oh, yeah. No, surely. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's two. Okay, there's Gorslin the Elder and Gorslin the Younger. I'm guessing that's the dude. So that is... Oh, that's our neighbour. Ooh. Ooh, a plan isn't forming, but a plan is slowly... Is he... Unlanded, so we could invite him to our court. I think. Count of Maine. Yeah, so I think these people, they did have their own county like we do, but they got ousted by the Duke, which I'm fairly sure is what's going to happen to us. Maybe not now we have an ally, but yeah. Can we invite him to our court? He will not accept. Okay, maybe not. I did notice there though that we can now sway people, which means that's the first of the kind of scheming and the plotting that we can do. So we could try swaying the Pope. That might be a good shout. He's only 26. He's younger than me. So you'd hope he is going to live for a while. Hang on 1 second. Okay, we should be back. Right. So we could try swaying him, but it probably ain't gonna work. So what I think we'll do instead is we'll make our councillors actually like us. That seems like a good idea, right? Most important is maybe gonna be our spy master, because it's her job to stop us being poisoned or assassinated or kidnapped, anything like that. So it would maybe help if she liked us, I feel. And we have 95% chance of doing it. So I vote we do that for a bit while we pass some time. Okay. I still don't think there's anyone that we can declare war on right now. I'm kind of itching to. Now that we have the backing of who will become King Alfred the Great, I feel like we could maybe take someone on that's the same sort of size as us. The annoying thing is that the whole rest of northern France is controlled by this dude. That dude and that dude. And they are both neighbours to us. They are our only neighbours. I guess we could go for Hervey of Boulogne. Is that how we say that? Although he also seems to have an alliance, 2 alliances. Who's he chummy with? Count Berenger of... Oh, okay, so that's them. And Rethel. Okay, so if we go for Boulogne, we're also going to be taking on him and him. And he's the spy master of the king of... the king of France, the big boy king. So he would probably get him involved, and we could See, then we're relying on him coming over the channel to help us before we get absolutely smashed, which I don't know if we could pull that off. What about... Oh. I clatter out into the courtyard, toy in hand. Finally, some time to play outside. My excitement is short-lived, however, and quickly replaced by confusion. Giselle is sitting on a bench looking out over the courtyard. The air around her hangs thick with ennui. What is that? I feel like I've heard that, but I don't know what that is. Ennui. A feeling of listlessness, profound boredom, and dissatisfaction. Okay, so bored of life. Yeah, I know the feeling. Well, I guess the air around me is probably thick with a bit of ennui as well. And she barely even greets me as I approach. I make some friendly gestures out towards the open space, even proffering my toy, but Giselle simply sighs and shakes her head. I scratch my head awkwardly. What do I do now? I will just sit here and share in the mood. Come on, Giselle, come and play. 50% likely of something good, 32% something bad. Or, well, best to leave them to it. So that's us going, fuck her, she's a commoner. We're a count. We'll leave her to it. I vote we go with that one, because it's all good things. We get a level of diplomacy result. We get our first friend, very good, I imagine. Empathetic means everyone likes us a bit more. And we lose some stress. That seems like a no-brainer. Unless we want to be deliberately mean. Yeah, we'll sit here and share in the mood. Okay, we've officially made our first friend. Result. So, who is Giselle? She is the daughter of Kuno the Knight and Mafalda. Being taught by the physician. So is she becoming a physician? Charming, diplomacy and intrigue. You know what might be if she's kind of into... We couldn't make her a diplomat because that has to be a man. But spy master, she could be an awesome spy master. If she's our friend as well, she'd be super loyal. So maybe we could... Who was the person assigned to be... Was it Yolanda? Yeah, so Yolanda's gonna be... I mean, we could swap it. We could make Yolanda... We could get Yolanda a learning education. We'll remove her guardian. Right. We will make her... Did we do that? Yeah. So you are now going to be taught by our doctor, Adrian. Educate child, Yolanda. And that girl, Giselle, you, my friend, are going to become our sneaky spy master. Which means we're going to have to swap your guardian as well. Right, who is our best? Hang on, court. Here we go. I think it's our spy master, right? Ermengarde, 28. Yeah, she's definitely our best sneaky sneak. So we will get you and your lover's pox to educate Giselle, our friend. This is, like, again, we're now talking, she'd have to be an adult, and she's 4, I think. So we're talking like 14 years in the future. But we'd have a loyal, very good spy master. That, I think, that is a good plan. Okay. We did swap that to, yeah, okay. Right, let's cross out of that one and cross out of that one. Perfect. Okay. I'm pretty this dude is not gonna make it much longer. He's gonna die like any time. At which point we will then Ilsa will then be unmarried, so we can then just try and get another really good steward. Ongaran's got better as a knight. That's good. We'll take that. Is there anyone that's like a single county? Don't really want to be going into Brittany, because that's then a whole separate kingdom. We could go... Nantes. Heston the Bear. 3,000 troops. Yeah, no way. We could go... I don't want to attack anywhere in Britain until we've got some claims, because then it will be a lot simpler. I kind of want to spread to somewhere here. Oh, here we go. Count Eudes. Eudes is by himself, and Eudes has no allies. He has more troops than us, but we've got an ally. The Duke of Anjou. Ah, that's that fella then. Okay, so we're now going into the next duchy. I think we could maybe get that one. Chartres. Which, ooh, it's a castle, a temple, and a city. Money, money, money. So we could go for that one. I mean, that's where the king is, so not there. Beaumont is owned by the king, so not that one either. We can't go east because they're all allied. We could go... I reckon that's going to be our best bet. Chartres. Okay, he's got 2. I didn't know that. I thought he just had Chartres. That probably won't go well then. Can we do hostile schemes yet? Because, I mean, that fella could... no. Oh shit, no, that dude does have an ally. Count Conrad of Savoie. Where's that? Is that Switzerland? Grams, okay. Let's get the clock going while we're looking. Alliance is 2. Alliance is 1. Oh, we are shit out of luck here. Or do we just go for Brittany? I don't know. I mean, we could get a claim on one of the ones here in what will become Normandy and count on Alfred helping us if they don't have allies. But we're putting... I'm very concerned because right now we don't have children, we don't have heirs, we don't have anything. So if we die, we got to start right from the beginning and make our character all over again. We could... I'm looking at the numbers. The Duke of Neustria. He does not have any ally. He has a shitload more troops than us, but he has no allies. So we could... We could get Alfred's help to take down, like, I think, is that the capital of this place? Rouen? Or is it that one? Duke. Okay, so that's the dude. He is our peer. We are a count. He is also a count. That dude is a duke, so he's above us. Oh, I don't know. Right. I think we've got 169 gold. So we could probably afford it if we got this dude to get a claim. We'll complete in 16 months. 3 years. 16 months. Okay, so if we want to do it fast, it's got to be a neighbour. So, Boulogne, we could go for... How many does that alliance bring? About 1,000. Amiens is 1,300. Beaumont, that's the actual king. Okay, so not that one. I reckon we go Rouen then. It's a little intimidating, though, that we're going up against the literal duke of this whole... He is our liege, and he controls, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different places, and we control a single castle. So we would be relying pretty much exclusively on help from King Alfred. Yeah, I vote we do that. That's the only one that I can see us maybe pulling off. But it takes 16 months, so we'll let the time pass for a while. Right. We should probably sway Alfred, actually, because if we're going to be trying to get him to join our war, it would maybe help if he really, really, really liked us. I mean, he likes us. He agreed to let us marry his daughter, and he's our teacher, but he's got to really like us. Okay. Gonna get you doing... Yeah. We'll leave you doing that. You can do that. You can do that. You could... I mean, you could maybe start having a look for some... No, we should probably just leave her doing that. Okay. Oh, well, I hope everyone's had a wonderful day today. My day has been okay. It's been okay. It hasn't been great, but it hasn't been awful. Here we go. Challenger approaching. Swish, crack. The sound of a wooden sword whirring through the air and finding its target is thrilling to me. I ready myself to take another swing, but I've caught the eye of another. Adelmode clatters down the steps, brandishing a sword of her own. That's one of the kids here. I don't know what she's doing. Don't know. Jeshua, let's see how you do against me. I look Adelmode up and down warily. These swords could probably do a fair amount of damage if you stuck someone with one, and Adelmode looks a little too enthusiastic for my liking. Or we can either gain 1 point of martial or gain 1 point of prowess. I mean, we don't really need her to like us. Prowess or martial? Probably prowess. Okay. Go on then, let's fight. Adelmode and I stalk round each other, each weighing our options. She hefts a fearsome sword, while I grip my own sword tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. I thought we were using wooden training swords. She's got a fucking metal one. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. So we can try badly to attack. We can toss dirt in her face. Or we can kick her in the shin. Right, low risk to both. I mean, kick her in the shin, I guess. Spotting a moment of opportunity, I deliver a fierce kick right at Adelmode's shin, nearly hobbling her. One moment we're fighting, the next there's a cry of "Hi-ya!" My eyes sting, my vision blurs, and my mouth oh, she threw dirt in our face. My form is decent with some lapses, and Adelmode's stance is failing. I have my opponent on the back foot, but still need to consolidate my victory. Let's see how you like a sculling. That doesn't seem great. Headbutt her in the face. High increase to your risk of injury. A blow from my sword and a kick to gut. Very high to both. What does that mean? Dual handicap rank 4. Prowess -4. That's not good. Or kick her in the shin again. I mean, I vote whack her and kick her. Don't do the same one again, because you'll see that come in. Headbutt, we're getting high increase to risk of injury. And a medium to likelihood. Whereas that is very high likelihood of success and very high risk of injury. But then, so that one, Adelmode gets the same handicap that we do. In that case, I vote that we go for a headbutt. Defeat. My abortive headbutt only gives my opponent a huge opening. Adelmode squints for a fraction of a second, then kicks me viciously in the shin. I stumble, only to find myself staring at the point of her sword pushed up against my face, inescapably close. Yield, yield. And nothing happens. We get wounded temporarily. Or that one, and we form a rivalry. You know, I didn't want to form a rivalry. We were just playing. So I vote we do that. I think we still will get the +1 prowess that we got from the decision to do it in the first place. Oh yeah, there we go. Wound treated. And Adrian's gotten a bit better as our physician. Result. Shame he didn't do that while our castle was infested with the plague, but, you know. This is all turning good. And Fortunato, who is at this point on his deathbed, he managed to get some bonus money. Score. Okay, we're what, like a quarter of the way to... I mean, we can definitely afford that claim now. That's one thing. Prisnak Eves. Yeah, it's just Fortunato that hates us. I don't know. I feel like we're still, like, isolating our land because we had the plague thing. Don't know. What about... We could maybe... How much is that? 250 gold. Oof. We only have one more slot, so we have to be really sure. Leave it for now. I don't want to risk doing the claim and then going, actually, yeah, we don't have enough gold right now. That'd be slightly frustrating. We are now 12, okay, so we are slowly getting older. Not sure why there's so many seagulls. I mean, I guess that's pretty accurate, though. As someone that I live about here somewhere, so the coast here is super close. So seagulls are everywhere. Even though it would take me, like, at least half an hour in a car to get to the coast. Because I don't know, I'm, like, here. We still at my my secondary school. So in the UK, that's where you go from ages 11 to 16, I think. There was a huge seagull problem because everyone just, like, littered. So there was so much, like, food and stuff scattered everywhere. So seagulls were, like, a huge problem. Ooh, we could start a legend. Ooh. What might that be? Each legend available to you is visible here, as well as all their information. At the top are legend seeds, the basis of a legend. They can either be earned or may, in some cases, be already owned due to your character fulfilling certain criteria. Below them are world advice legends, which track other advice legends in the world not actively promote. Huh? Okay, this is confusing as heck. World advice legends. The legend creation panel. I mean, we don't have the money for that. Jesus. Gothic kings. Hell yes. Although I think that's more like the Visigoths, right? That's not goths like, oh, we like metal and black clothing. This is another thing that's new. The whole plague and disease mechanic is new. That's a DLC. This is definitely new as well. Legends. Ooh. Right, I'm going to swap this over while I read what this actually means. And then we shall return. Okay. Should be back. One panic later. Right. Where were we? Yeah, so I looked this up. And we we can't afford it. Where it says promoting costs 1.19. That's how much it costs to kind of get the legend promoted. And top left, our current income is 0.5. So that would bankrupt us in, I don't know, 6 months. So we're going to have to leave that. Open the... Oh, crumbs. It's going to make us look at this now, isn't it? Select the legend protagonist. None found. Well, I mean, we can't do it then, can we? So, how do we get rid of... Don't want that in the corner the whole time. Select the... Maybe it's because we're a child. So... I don't know. Yeah. How are we supposed to select a legend protagonist? Dismiss, that's what I want to do. Shit, what? I don't think that's going to go away. Annoyingly. Maybe if we get rid of that. Oh, sugar, it's still there. Here we go. Open the tutorial, and then we'll go skip. Perfect. There we go. Oh, and apparently we have an advert going on right now on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, then I'm pretty sure you don't see it. There we go. We'll get the timer going, I guess. I kind of think we're going to have our first war tonight. That would be exciting. Not that I'm aiming to be a warmonger. I mean, our knights are getting much better. Much better. They were pretty hopeless right at the start. I feel like even the doctor is now a pretty good knight. There we go. What are we going to go for? Heresy. How do we pronounce that? Waldensians in Galicia. Duke, oh Christ, how do we say that? Duke Hermenexildo of Galicia has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Waldensianism. Okay. Well, we're not going to join them, but good for them. Okay, any second. Count Gorslin. Ooh, ooh. Can we now go to war against him? Ooh, no, okay. I guess it's still... I guess maybe it's like a different type of Christianity, but it's still Christianity. So we can't just... I thought we'd be able to do like a like a crusade or something. Who are all of these people at war with? The tyranny of King Rewallan. Oh, okay, so there's an uprising going on right now. Oh my gosh, this could work incredibly to our favour. Yeah, right. So first of all, we've got our claim now. So if this one, and this one succeed and gain independence, which it's kind of looking like it might do, then we can then, I think, swoop in afterwards and take out what's left. But right now, the first it's gonna be this dude who still doesn't have an alliance. So even though he has, I don't know, 5 times the amount of soldiers we do, is Alfred's still not in a war, so he's free to come and help. So I vote, do we declare war on our liege and try and take it? I'm pretty sure that's his capital. I don't know if we can pull it off. There should be a thing that says declare wars, and you can see everyone that you can... Maybe it doesn't come up until we're an adult, I don't know. Declare war. Here we go. So we could do an independence war, at which point we would become an independent vassal of the King of France. But we wouldn't actually gain anything. We just wouldn't have a liege. Well, we'd have 1 liege rather than 2. Excuse me. But if we do our claim, we gain the contested title, increase your legitimacy level to rightful. We get another card. The bishop, the temple thing will stay owned by the church, but we will get the city of Harcourt and the castle. So we're then going from just 1 castle to 2 castles and a city. So I'd say, I don't know, easily doubling our income right now. And the most important thing, it would give us a bit of breathing room because it makes us not as hopeless. If we lose, we will get killed. He will kill all of our knights, all of our court, and probably us. So I suppose we do have quite a lot to lose. Not going to do... We can think about independence later. Right now it's going to be... We'll go to war against him for that. And he has no allies. So... shall we do it? Yeah, go on then. Okay, so we are now at war with that dude and the Duke. Luckily, it doesn't mean we're at war with the King of France. That would be insurmountable. But cool, how much is it going to cost us? 150 renown. We have 374. So yeah, we're good. Call to war. Hell yes. We need you, King Alfred. Show us how great you are. Oh, God. Yeah, right now we are toast if... I see shit there. That's not good. There's going to be like 1,000 troops coming our way. Alfred, my guy, we need you here ASAP. My guy, like, how soon can you get here? Shit. Okay, so there's 1,400 troops coming towards us. Alfred's bringing... Here we go. See, what we could do... On our own, if we summoned our army, they would have no chance. And they'd get wiped out instantly. But we could let them lay siege to our castle. And when we see that Alfred's troops are in the water... we can then summon ours, and then we got 1,900 plus our 400, and that's definitely gonna win that. If you could maybe jump in a ship a little quicker, my guy. They're not actually here yet, but that's gonna change any second. Come on out. How long does it take you to get in a boat? Oh, no. Okay, so we are now under siege. And Alfred has still not gotten in the blooming boats. Come on. Because the clock is ticking. We don't have any defensive upgrades or anything. Here we go. Right, let's let them get a smidge closer, and then we'll raise our army. Here we go. Let's raise all of our army, and we don't want to attack them before Alfred gets here. Okay, they're here. Right, come on, Alfred, my guy, time to land. Then we can go kick some French butt. Here we go. Any second. Result. Right. Well, first of all, we will march straight to our castle. And we will lift the siege. Alfred, I really wish you... Yeah, they're joining us. We will probably win that, I'd like to think. If we don't, we are absolutely screwed. And then I think we might have to lay siege to that place as well, which is a bit frustrating because we're damaging the place that we're about to get, if that makes sense. Okay, what's going to happen? Come on, here we go. We got our first... Yes, we're winning. At any point, I mean, some of our knights and stuff could be killed, which would not be the best. But, I mean, 2,000 versus 300, that's... I'd say this is going pretty well. Maybe we'll capture some nobles. those. That would be handy. We could ransom them off for some gold. Okay, are we good? Yes. Your forces captured Gorsbert, the son of Count Rorgon of Maine. Maine. Yeah, see, I don't want to be at war against him. I got no beef with any of these people. It's the liege that we're trying to dish out some punishment on. So his army is now headed south. Right, what can we do with this guy? I mean, we could execute him, but that's a dick move. And it's going to make everyone hate us. And we're trying to take over these places, so we need them to like us. Hearts and minds, right? So what about... Could we just do a simple ransom for 10 gold? Is that it? Hell no. For that, he can stay in the dungeon. The son of... Hang on, so... That dude... He's dead, though, according to that. So I guess maybe King Alfred got him. They've maybe got him in their camp or something. Or they killed him in the battle, I don't know. But the main thing is that we have lifted the siege. Right now, I guess we could maybe go lay siege to... I'm reluctant to do that, though. Like I said, that's the place we're going to be taken over. I don't really want to completely trash it. Unfortunately, I don't know of I don't think... I mean, we could go round all the other places that he's in charge of. And lay siege to them. But we're just trying to end this as quickly and as easily as we possibly can. And I think the best way to do that is to go for his capital. I mean, we don't want to... That's just another count. We don't really have any beef with him, although he's our neighbour and he's very powerful. It's this dude, Gorsbert. So I reckon if we just go for that, we're still going to be getting more than we have right now, even if it's damaged when we take it over. And purely because I just want to get this done and then we can start making bank. How long's that going to take? 17 months? Christ. See, we could... If we had more troops, we could chase after the army. But right now, I think we have to count our blessings that we're here with King Alfred's army. And even though this is going to take a long time... Yeah, see, I'm a little concerned that he is now going to go... They're going into the channel. If they start raiding Wessex, then it could pull King Alfred's army back, and then we're alone with 200 troops or whatever we have. King Alfred swayed. I mean, we're in a war with him. He likes us quite a lot. What about, I mean, the Pope is still an option. We could go, or we could start we could start cozying up to someone else, like the King of France. That might be a good shout. Because he will end up, if/when we do some kind of independence war, be good to have him not... I mean, he's going to be against us. But actually, no, because we would be getting independence from the dude we're fighting now, the Duke of Neustria. The King of France is who will be serving for a long, long time. So we should... 61%. Yeah, I vote we go with that one. Getting his good graces. Yeah, shit. So they're sieging Winchester. Oh no, they're sieging Portsmouth. We just gotta hope that King Alfred is gonna stay here with us. I know the temptation is gonna be to go back and defend his homeland. That's not good. We got some kind of Viking folks turning up. Viking adventurers. That's not good. Okay. Let's try. I think yeah, we're just going to have to stick with this, aren't we? Here we go. Your acquaintance, Count Gorslin, created the Liberty faction against him. Ooh. Well, we would maybe want to join that. Right? I don't know. Create independence faction. All of that is, we're talking future stuff though. I think we are very close though. Can maybe join that later. Yeah, we won that. We know how that works. Nearby plague. Breton dancing plague. Ooh. Okay. Any second. 40 days left. I mean, we don't have any... we basically have no army, let alone, like, siege weapons. So this is purely, like, numbers. I mean, a 2,000 strong army is pretty good. Any second. We're going to get some nobles, because that would help draw this to a quick resolution. Here we go. Oh, King Alfred got... King Alfred took the sun. Okay. Yeah, I know how this works. This is still the same. So yes, we will... Have we got anyone that we could ransom just before we do this? How do we see? Prisoner. Oh no, we just got that fella. Yeah. I mean, we did it, I guess. Enforce our demands. Hell yes. Demand a family member of opponent to join your court as a hostage. Ooh. Because we're going to be in a war against this guy again very soon. So if we could have one of his heirs as hostage, someone like his other son, that would be good. I don't know. Oh, the game's frozen on me. Yeah, the game has officially frozen on me. I can no longer do anything. What did we do? Victory is near. Yeah, we know, we know. Shit. What do we do now then, folks? We can still get into this menu, but we can't move the cursor. Oh, bloody hell. We'd done fudged something up. No. Yeah, we can open all of that, but we can't, Oh, God. I mean, I guess we could maybe do it if we go through this character menu. Demand the sun. And yeah, he's down for that. Okay, Father of the Year award right here, folks. Enforce demand. Yeah. Congratulations on your victory. You have now experienced what it is like to make it through an essential part of the game. The tutorial lessons end here. Yes. Thank you for staying with us and good luck. To my worthless vassal, tales of your misdeeds are told from Ireland to Cathay. Don't know where that is. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Hell yes. We have 105 legitimacy, which means we're now a rightful ruler. We gained 20 fame, whatever that is. I assume somewhat self-explanatory. And we've got his son as a hostage, and we've got his capital. I'd say that was definitely worth the... What did it cost us? Like 300 renown? Low county control. Well, what we'll do now, the war is over. So we'll disband our army. And, Rouen. We should probably get this dude rather than can he do that? No. Yeah, control 20. Do we maybe have to? Here we go. Increase control in Rouen. And then you, my guy, you can do that, which is going to make them support us more if they are Norse rather than French. And eventually we'll form Norman, but one step at a time. Explore plagues. Nope. I can't believe we actually pulled that off. That's what we're aiming to do. Merge our Norse and local French cultures together. Which we need to completely control Neustria, which is this whole area. God, that plague is bad. Christ. It's made the land go grey. It's that bad. Okay. Well, I mean, we've officially done our first war. Our first military endeavour, and it went about as well as it could possibly have gone, I'd say. So now we just have... That dude is now a very powerful neighbour. We have the Duke, who controls all of it. But he physically controls Lizzo, Sable, and Maine. Oh no, not Maine. Okay. That... Okay, so I think now what we should probably do is we've done that. This one, we could probably join that. So I think that's every one of his vassals apart from us right now. So how do we join the scheme? Because that would be pretty good. I don't know. Right. So next, we should probably start getting another... manufacturing another claim so that we can do that again. Right now we don't have the renown to pull that off twice in a row. But... Oh, and we can't... Okay, we can't declare war on him for 5 years. So I guess we should maybe target elsewhere for now. Somewhere like... I mean, that dude controls counties here. So we can't declare war on the big boy Duke, but we could declare war on the really powerful vassal. We can't take him on alone, though, right now. Maybe if we had... I mean, we could go for one of these. Oh, hang on. They've installed a new king. King Salomon is gone. So are they still at war for independence? So, I mean, that dude... Hang on, I didn't... 620... Oh no, hang on, that's against Brittany as a whole. They only have... Bloody hell, they've only got 400... We've got more than that. For the whole kingdom of Brittany. Oh, I see. It's because they're being invaded by... They've got a plague going on. They just had their king killed. And now they have a 2,000 strong Viking invasion. Not ideal. For right now, I guess... Is that 16 months? Yeah. We could go for one of these. I know it's not part of what will become Normandy, so it's a little bit pointless. But it would be another county. Give us more income, more troops. Because all of these we can't do. Oh no, hang on. Which of them is controlled by the Duke? Lizzo and Sable. We could go against Gorslin. Where's the duchy cut off? Okay, so it's here. These are all the places we need to end up controlling. So the big one is going to be this guy, Renaud. Lizzo would be good next, but we can't declare war against them for 5 years. So I think it might be this fella, Count Renaud of Evreux, or Reynaud, I don't know. In which case we should probably go for that one. Means that our 3 places are all together. It's got some upgrades, whereas I don't know if these do. Well, that one does. That one does. So Bayou is like low priority. That one's good as well. I think sticking all in one block, though, is maybe going to be a good shout. So we could go for... I reckon, let's get this fella fabricating a claim on Evro. And then that should take 16 months, which gives us time to hopefully control Rouen a bit more. Now, I don't know that we'll have enough renown to call King Alfred, so we might not be able to do it immediately, which maybe is a good thing, honestly. I mean, we're still not even an adult. Sway King Louis. I forgot we were doing that. That's all good. Have there been any more little ones born? Because if there have, we got to get them educated. Erard. Oh, yeah. Okay. No more kids then, I suppose. Your courtier and victim? Why is Gouchard our victim? That's not good if we want him to become our bloody... Oh my god, we're bullying Gouchard. No. No, we don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to murder him. I don't know at what point he became like a victim. Jesus. And where's the where isn't the Duke supposed to be sending us a hostage? I don't know when he's gonna turn up. Oh. Okay. I have informed my hostage, Hughes, has at last arrived from Neustria. I'm sure my people will make him feel right at home. Yeah, so he is now, for all intents and purposes, another citizen of our little corner of the world. I think when they become an adult, they then leave, or you can make them stay, but that's a bit of a dick move. But what we can do is kind of mold him. Because again, we're thinking way, way, way in advance. Hughes. And he's got a really good genetic trait. He has claims to... Lizzo? So I wonder, could we declare war on his behalf? No. Lizzo. No, we can do an independence war. But again, we'll have to wait 5 years, otherwise we take a load of penalties. This is your reminder, folks. If you need to take meds, consider this your medication reminder. Because I forgot. But better late than never. Okay, we should be back. I'm going to leave the volume on my phone for a second. So I don't know sound-wise. I've left it the same as what it is for Dark Souls. That seems pretty good. I don't know. Okie doke. I mean, I am well chuffed that we've got another. We're no longer going to be stuck with a single castle. That is going to be a huge improvement. Granted, right now they hate us. And they'll probably be like a peasant rebellion or something. But that's definitely improved our situation quite considerably, I'd say. More plagues going on. Spouse, we didn't get married, we got betrothed. Impatient and bossy. That's not great. Guardian Senwolf. Can we maybe... No. Oh, here we offer guardianship. No, that... Yeah, I think that might be good, actually. We could send her to teach the kid. That might be a good shout. No, okay. Is there anyone that he would accept? No. God, she is going to be terrible. Why is she training to be a marshal? Okay, that's going to be a disaster. But we get the alliance with King Alfred and we get the claims. Our kids will get the claims, at least. In the meantime, yeah, that dude's working on that. Yeah, I think everything's set up pretty good. Could maybe check if there's any more secrets in our court. I feel like we haven't done that for a long, long time. $0.6 gold. So I think that will increase slightly as we get more control over our new territory. In the meantime, I suppose maybe we leave that going. Still trying to sway King Louis. And we gained stress, not good. I vote then we maybe just stick to someone. Fortunato is now infirm and melancholic. So he is really not long for this world. We've got... Ooh. So we now have a vassal, which is cool. So this is another person with an agenda, family, all that jazz. Although he actually doesn't have family. Because the city is not... So in the county, there's castles, which you control. There's cities or towns, I don't know what it's called, which have a mayor, like that dude. And then there's temples, which are controlled by the bishop. So, he is now someone that we have to keep happy. How old? He's 42. It's a decent knight. And... yeah. It's nice that we have him, but... right, so we have... I mean, Bernard is now as good. But I still think that we wait for him to die and then marry the wife to someone. Then we can choose someone. So let's go... Let's get this set up right. Unmarried. Hughes. What do we do with Hughes? Might as well give him the kid to teach. Oh, espionage. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too... It's when we... I remember when we did this. Somebody killed the bishop. And, we didn't know who it was. It just said that the bishop mysteriously died. And then we did this. We looked for secrets in our own court and we found out who it was. I don't remember that, but... Gorslin of Maine. Who are you? Oh, you're somebody separate who we could also declare war on if we had a claim. We could go... How much will you give? How much will you give? 10 gold. Not great. So, honestly, I vote that we keep him. Probably should have gone for a claim on that one, though. That would have made more sense. Because we could definitely face him alone. I mean, oh, crumbs, do we swap the thing? I don't know. Or do we carry on, get the claim on Evro? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We've got another non-believer. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Fortunato died. Finally. In our recent communication, King Louis of West Francia expressed a want to focus on his ambitions and interests more. I could make sure that our coming letters contain more on a topic close to his heart. Appreciates feats of war, subterfuge and intrigue. Okay, so can we look at his... So he had a learning education. He's a Hasteluder. So he is a warrior as well. I reckon 19 learning. I reckon... Should we have a chat about what he's reading right now? And Steward, who do we have? We got Bernard, or we should now have, here we go, Ilsa. Ilsa, we could marry you matrilineally, so the person comes to us. Could marry you to, where is it? Stewart, 23, that's very good. One of those is sadistic, though, and that's not good. Fulmar, what about Fulmar? Fulmar has 21 and 16 prowess. Bloody hell. He's a genius. Yeah, I vote Fulmar. Hell yes. Okay. And they could maybe make some really good kids. They got 2 really good congenital traits. So let's do that. R.I.P. Fortunato. We hardly knew ya. Okay, that should any second. That should come through. There we go. Perfect. So now Steward, Fulmar, my guy, it's your time to shine. Military. Oh, we're being raided. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good, folks. If this dude brings a 2,500 strong army to us, and I don't think we can summon an ally for a raid, that might be 1 step forward and 2 steps back. I really hope not. Gotta pray. Oh shit, is that them? Yeah, okay, so if they come west, we're screwed. If they could carry on and invade Belgium, I mean, sorry, Belgium. Belgium's really nice. I've been through Belgium on the way to the Netherlands. Like a whole bunch. Because I used to go there when I was a kid. Because I have family that are there. For anyone that's keeping track, when I mentioned like the big family thing that was like a week and a half, I think, where the streams were really short and it was a very weird time. It was that lot of family. So I've been through Belgium a lot. I've been to Holland a lot and actually like seen places. But I don't know that I've ever actually like been out of the car in Belgium. Pretending that I know anything about scholarship. Okay, well, the King of France now likes us a bit more. Maybe he can help us out if those people attack. Because we are technically his subjects. So he should protect us. If he's a good king, he should protect his lands. They are... Oh, shit, they're coming this way. I mean, all I can hope is that It will end in 6 months. So if they spend their whole time raiding Bruges and Belgium, it sucks for them, but pretty good news for us. Adrian. Ooh, Adrian, you dog. The ways in which he seeks pleasure is revolting for any decent man to even think of, and yet he is not merely willing, but eager. It feels so unnatural and sickening. No, it is unnatural and sickening. An offence against God. Okay, so what does that mean? He's a deviant. Does that mean he's... I mean, he's the court physician, right? So has he figured out where the prostate is? I can never say that. Prostrate. And that's... I mean, good for him. Servant, fetch me a bucket before I... Okay, I mean, our character is bi, just saying. I don't know what that actually entails, though. He's a deviant. I think that was just, like, the catch-all for what they said for anything that wasn't, like, the most formal vanilla of man and woman intimacy. Anything remotely kinky would be deviant in their eyes. In fact, I'm pretty sure even just having a lot of sex would be classed as deviant, so we're not going to judge him. Clip that, clip that, clip that, clip that. Because if it does turn out that it's some, like, I don't know if that's going to be something that comes up later, so clip that, clip that, clip that. Horse hobby. The door slams open as I gallop after Adult Mode. Oh, that's our friend, isn't it? The two of us astride our hobby horses and laughing excitedly as we tear around the study. Barthélemy, my suffragan bishop, looks up wearily from the sheaves of parchment he was perusing. Must you create that infernal racket in here? He cries, gesturing at the pair of us. Someone has to help run this realm, my lord, and I'd rather appreciate the peace and quiet to do it. I look back over at Adult Mode, who is still bounding around excitedly. Okay, so we can say, how dare you order me around? Which makes children like us more, but our council hate us. And it makes him fully hate us, and he will stop endorsing us. Race outside. 50% increase our intrigue by 1. That's not what we're going for. We're not going for a sneaky character right now, but we'll take it. And prowess. 85% a level of prowess. 25% we gain the trait athletic, which is 1 prowess and a small health boost and stress. Oh, that would be awesome. Or we just say, sorry. And we only have 50% chance of increasing our diplomacy. I vote that one then, right? That one seems way better. Win the race, increase our prowess by 1. Score. So, yeah, our stats are looking pretty healthy. We're 15, so we've still got a couple of years for them to grow. But that's pretty damn good so far. Right, this dude we're still trying to sway, right? Ooh, what we should do, we should sway that dude, our new steward. Eves, you are now our worst counsellor. So I would say your days are probably numbered. Don't know what to play tomorrow, folks. I was kind of in the mood for something spooky tonight. Obviously, we did not end up playing a horror game tonight. I don't know, we might... But we finished Blair Witch. I looked it up, by the way, and we did get the... We got the middle ending. We didn't get the good ending, but we didn't get the worst ending. We just got, like, the bad ending. So we could play through that again, trying to get the good ending, which maybe we'll do, but honestly, there's so many other horror games that I'd like to play, and I can only play horror on stream. I can never play them normally, but something about doing it like on camera while talking, it makes it feel, even though there's no one else here, but it makes it feel more like I'm not alone, I guess. So it's still absolutely terrifying, but it just makes it the teeny tiniest bit less terrifying, which makes it, for me, enough to enjoy and play without having a panic attack every 2 minutes. So I flat out cannot play any horror games off stream. But there's so many that I would love to play. There's so many games I'd love to play on stream. And I think I have to be in the mood for a spook. I couldn't do it every day, but it's really quite fun. So I think the only one we have installed right now, we have Routine, which we only played once. And I don't see us going back to that necessarily. I uninstalled all the other. We have Outlast 2 is still installed, and Project Songbird, which we only played once. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Are we officially an adult? Ooh. Coming of age. With the help of petty King Alfred, I have completed my studies of stewardship. Even if the highest aspects of the subject eludes me, I lived up to everyone's expectations and learnt more than most. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the man I have become. The friendship I shared with Giselle meant a... Oh, that was our friend, okay. I thought it was the Adult Mode girl. I shared with Giselle meant a lot to me when we were both young, and to still have her by my side means a lot. I have some memorable times with Gorslin. He truly helped me understand both myself and love. I wonder if Gouchard remembers the things I put him through when we were young. I flat out don't remember what that was. I don't think anything ever happened there. Adequate when it comes to investments and administrations, but blunders in the art of stewardship are still the norm. Okay, so that's not fantastic. Honestly, that's not fantastic. Did I finish the song? we played it once, like one stream. We got to, I think, the horror just started. A lot of it was set up, which granted it did quite a good job of. We've lost. Oh, hang on. Things are going down. We've lost. Oh, okay. So they're all the child traits. Ooh, your head of faith, the Pope, would grant a claim on the Duchy of Brittany. That would be good. I mean, he's got 200 troops to his name right now, so we could almost certainly pull that off. But I think we got to stick with it. That's going to go any second. Yeah, we just got to the point in that game where the horror kind of started. And I think narratively it could be a really, really, really cool game. Like, it's about a non-binary musician. And and there's panic attacks in the game. So I would love to see, like, what that's like. We also have Phasmophobia, I guess, but I'm so bad at that game that it's almost not scary because it's just me trying to find out what the hell to do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I say now, oh yeah, we'll do horror, then I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll guarantee I won't be in the mood for horror and we'll end up playing Morrowind or something. And then if that's the case, then we'll play Morrowind and we'll end up in some kind of haunted cavern with jump scares. Like, I have given up on expecting things to go a certain way. Right, we can do a grand tour. I mean, that's money, money, money. We could do... Ooh. Skill points, lifestyle experience. That sounds good. How much is it to go? Plan university visit. That sounds very good. We could maybe improve our stewardship thing. So, right, what do we go for? We could do... have diplomacy, 9 martial. We have 20 stewardship. I mean, money would be very handy right now. Not intrigue. Probably not learning. And probably not diplomacy. So it's between money or military. I think we're about to go into war, which makes me think martial would be a good shout. I know what we'll do. Let's go... Right, so our liege... We could possibly... Oh, hang on, that's... Our liege's steward, that's the dude that we had a crush on, I'm pretty sure. So we can now be selected to, like, play a role for our liege. Which I think right now is not the King of France. That's it's the Duke of Neustria. Not that dude. That no, no. That dude, Gorsbert. So, what we could do, right? Oh, I know what we could do. Let's get... Not that one. Not that one. That one. Right, can we modify... Claim liege title. Oh, we do not have enough for that. We could scheme to murder him. 38% chance. We could... That's what I'm looking for. So I think we could do something along the lines of change our contract to have guaranteed council rights. And then we need to do something good to balance it. So give him more levies, maybe? I think that's better than giving him more money. Yeah. So what we can do now is... hang on. Yeah, so we'll do this. So we're now, we're giving him more soldiers. We're contributing more soldiers. But we're not spending any more money. And I think now we can go to any of these and say, like, yeah, we want the job. And he has to give it to us. I think. I don't know exactly how we go about doing that. Request claim? No. It's one of these, I think. Demand council position. There we go. So we can, I think we can do this as many times as we want. So right now, I guess... probably the marshal, right? We're going to be fighting. So we'll go demand council position. So we've forced our way into becoming a frankly terrible marshal. But now if we choose... Okay, I'm not a fan of our helmet thing we've got on. Jeez. I think if we choose this, then we get 10% more because we're the dude's marshal. What do we go for? Prowess? Attraction opinion? I think prowess is probably going to be the most important. Yeah. Okay, so we can only change this every 5 years. So what we're going to do, we'll do this, and we want to get, from what I remember, it's these ones on the right. They're the one you could get all of them and be a super awesome commander. These perks at the bottom, they're the most important. They give you an actual trait, right? So this one, +1 diplomacy, +3 martial, 25% extra enemy casualties, and you can cross rivers without a penalty. Awesome. Gallant. This is, I think, a good one. 2 martial, 4 prowess, 20% monthly prestige, 20 attraction, and 20 glory. Very good. But by the time we got down there, the 5 years would have been up. So I think... I remember it's on the right. I don't remember which ones. That's +4 prowess. Knight... yeah, I think it's the one that's knight effectiveness. And number of knight... yeah. That makes the spouse a lot more... talented. See, we don't need any of that stuff because we don't... We've been betrothed to King Alfred's daughter, so we're not now looking for a really good wife. We've got... I mean, we don't have a really good wife. We have somebody that we're marrying for... who her dad is. But I think even if we just get like that one, that one, that one, and that one, that will make a huge difference. And then we're good to go back to one of these. But the good thing, because we didn't use a hook to do that, it's baked into our feudal contract. So at any point we can be like, dude, now we want to be your spy master, and you have to make us your spy master. It was like 10% more foot soldiers or something, which is not a ton. We look kind of silly, honestly. I don't know. Is there a way to change? We got barber shop. Ooh, I mean, is it a face item? So all this stuff you get, like, as you play the game. As something happens to you, you get different armor, different clothing, depending on what your job is, what you specialize in, all that stuff. But I guess you can, like, just choose what you want right from the start. We can get a cloak. Hell yes, we're having a cloak. I mean, I'm saying right now we are definitely having a cloak. Not that one, that's a bit silly. Fur-lined royal mantle. Coronation cloak. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We're not super fancy. Is that it? Are there no others? I mean, of those, I guess that one's pretty nice. That one's a bit too fancy. That's like for a duke. But I think we'll go for that one. Hooded cloak. I don't know why the colour of those are so funky. I know it took time, but I think you're quite Thank you. That is exactly... I know it's taken 2 entire streams, but I think we are now in a much more... I don't think optimistic is the right word, but we've got everything set up how it should be. We've optimized everything. It wouldn't matter if we started as an adult character that's like part of a dynasty. We already had with a king of, I don't know, Prussia. Our uncle is the king of Denmark. Like, we already have 4,000 soldiers and a load of money. It would mean that we could get straight into the scheming and the plotting and that stuff. But, and I kind of feel like I'm now attached to our character. And the things that have happened, like, I don't know. I'm glad that we took our time with it. Hooded cloak raised. Ooh. Some of these look really goofy, and some of them are way too awesome for something we could have now. I mean, we're going for Norman Spangle Helm. Hell yes. Oh, I'm a sucker for medieval helmets. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at these. Thing is as well, this game is like, other than North and South America, it's the whole world. So there is, we could dress up as, we could do some cultural appropriation. which maybe is not great. I don't know which one we're putting on by default, because I think that's the thing I have an issue with, honestly. I might leave that as is. But the headwear's it's a bit clunky. Oh, oh no, not that one. Is there... Oh, I mean, we gotta go with the... I'm pretty sure they weren't even invented at this point in history. But we have to go for the... where was it? And it does mean that we won't see our character's face, is the only thing. I mean, that kind of looks like a beanie. Yeah, now we're getting into cultural appropriation territory. I think, shall we just go with the big ol' helm? Perfect. Discard changes. No, I'm good. That's good. That doesn't look terrible. Jester pants. Oh my gosh, we can dress as a jester. Let's go all the way down. Oh yeah, so we got early medieval. That's what we should be wearing. Early medieval. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh. That one has our sigil on the armor. That's so cool. I mean, they all look very cool. But the fact that we can have one that has our family crest on the front, that is so cool. Oh, there's oh my god, there's multiple. I don't know what the difference is between those two. Is that all the ones with the logo? No, not the logo. Some of them look so snug and cozy. I wish people still dressed in medieval clothing. It'd be so cool. Screw suits and ties. Where's, I mean, oh, it would be so cool. Oh, that one also has our crest on the front. We could go... I mean, this will change. When we are not the marshal, we'll go back to having actual clothing. But I think while we are the commander of our liege's army, gotta dress the part. Right, where was the other one? And then we can compare. Down here, I think. There we go. So that versus... I don't really notice any difference, to be honest. Oh, they're so cozy. Not now, because it's a bit warmer. I have one like that I wear. I wore it for a lot of streams. Now it's been put away with all my super thick pajamas and stuff. But oh my goodness, love that. Let's go. Some of these look so cozy. I mean, not the chainmail, but where was the other? It was down here somewhere, I think. There we go. That one. Hang on. Right. Let me get a picture of the drip. Okay. That one versus... Oh. That one. Right. How are they different? Oh, okay. The first one has chainmail arms. The other one has flat out plate armor. Yeah, that is breaking the immersion a little. Let's go that one. Now the cloak looks a bit funky.